Good morning, students. Chapter 5, Magnetism and Matter. Yes, today we will compare one more concept, that is flux, in case of electrostatics and in case of magnetism. Yes, if you remember, for electrostatics, what is equation of flux, or what is Gauss law? Gauss law, that is integration E dot ds is equal to sigma q upon epsilon 0. That is integration, surface integration of electric field over a closed surface is sigma q upon epsilon 0. Is sigma q upon epsilon 0. It is Gauss law. It is Gauss law for electric field. Okay. What is integration E dot ds? It is called surface integration of electric field over a closed surface and it is equal to sigma q upon epsilon 0, means which depends on total charge enclosed upon epsilon 0. Yes or no? Yes. We know one more important thing. Electric field lines do not form closed loop. Electric field lines do not form closed loop. If here I have some positive charge, then due to that positive charge electric field is radially outward. Then yes, here I have some flux which is positive. If I have some surface having negative charge, then electric field is radially inward. Then yes, I have electric flux negative. And when from this surface electric field lines are entering is equal to leaving, then and then flux is equal to 0. Yes or no? So yes, in this case, electric field do not form closed loop. So here flux is not 0. Here also flux is not 0. We know about this. But what about magnetism? Yes, in case of magnetism, we know one point, that magnetic field lines forms closed loop. Magnetic field lines form closed loop. Magnetic field lines always form closed loop. So if I take any region, from that region, number of magnetic field lines entering is equal to number of magnetic field lines leaving. Because magnetic field lines always forms closed loop. So yes, number of magnetic field lines entering a region or a surface is equal to number of magnetic field lines leaving a region. Yes or no? So yes, for such case we can say, if I am taking integration B dot ds, that is surface integration of magnetic field over a closed loop, it will become 0. And yes, it is Gauss law for magnetic field. So yes, you have to remember what is Gauss law for magnetism. Integration B dot ds is equal to 0 over a closed loop. Clear about this? Okay, so yes, Gauss law means magnetic flux passing from closed loop closed loop or closed surface, you can also say, is always zero. Is always zero. It is integration B dot ds is equal to 0. It is Gauss law for magnetism. Clear about this? It is Gauss law for magnetism. Okay, so yes, it is again one comparison between electrostatics and magnetism. Clear about this? Okay, now see, we will see one extra point. Okay, to easily understand my next topic, that is Earth's magnetism. If I have one bar magnet, it is north pole, it is south pole, it is axis, okay, it is equator. Yes or no? Yes, please. Yes, it is. We know that magnetic field lines, north pole out, south pole in. Magnetic field lines, north pole out, south pole in, like this. Yes or no? Yes. And each and every point, at each and every point, magnetic field line is in direction of tangent drawn at that point. So if near this magnet, I am taking one magnetic needle and I place that magnetic needle free to rotate in horizontal plane, then in which direction it will align? If I am taking one needle on this equator, then as at this point direction of magnetic field is in this direction, obviously magnetic needle will align in this direction. Do you understand? Okay, magnetic needle will align in this direction. Okay, now if I want to find what is orientation of magnetic needle at this point, again at this point, suppose I am taking this point, at this point magnetic field is in this direction. So obviously if I place needle at this point, the magnetic needle will align like this. Okay, in this case it is horizontal, in this case it is not horizontal. So yes, you have to remember this point. The magnetic needles align in the direction of magnetic field. Magnetic needle aligns in the direction of magnetic field, like electric dipole rotates and it tries to align in direction of electric field. So yes, this is one extra point that you have to remember. Okay. Now one important topic, Earth. We have discussed in first lecture, first point, that Earth behaves as a magnet and magnetic field lines of Earth leaving from South Pole and entering in North Pole. Yes. So now reason, you may ask yourself why this magnetic field is produced. Yes, on surface of Earth, as place to place, value of magnetic field changes. Okay, but order of magnetic field is approximately, it is 10⁻⁵ Tesla. So yes, strength of the Earth's magnetic field varies from place to place on surface and its value being of the order of 10⁻⁵ Tesla. Now you may ask, sir, why magnetic field is produced? We know magnetic field produced due to current carrying circular coil. We know magnetic field produced due to bar magnet. We know magnetic field produced due to solenoid. So in Earth, why magnetic field is produced? Yes, initially it was assumed that there is a giant magnet at the center of Earth. But no. Okay, what is reason? Nowadays, the magnetic field is now thought to arise due to electrical currents produced by convective motion of metallic fluids into outer core of Earth. Electric current produced due to motion of metallic fluids. Yes, there are some metals in molten form, and that molten form metals, when they are flowing, they constitute some current, and due to that current, this magnetic field is produced, and this effect is known as dynamo effect. This effect is called dynamo effect. So yes, nowadays, why magnetic field is produced is reason for that. Okay, now for better understanding, to solve some questions, to solve some theory, we can assume okay, yes, Earth behaves as a magnet and having one bar magnet and having one bar magnet or one magnetic dipole. So yes, as due to a magnetic field is produced, we can imagine or we can assume one imaginary magnetic dipole. So see, the magnetic field lines of Earth resembles that of a hypothetical magnetic dipole located at center of Earth. We have to assume, that's why it is named hypothetical magnetic dipole. Hypothetical magnetic dipole which is located at center of Earth, which is located at center of Earth. Now we know that, see, Earth, this is Earth, okay, it is its axis of rotation. It is axis of rotation. Okay, it is axis of rotation. So we know that it is NG and it is SG. NG means geographical north and SG means geographical south. Yes or no? Yes. Again, read this statement. The magnetic field lines of Earth resembles that of hypothetical magnetic dipole located at center of Earth. Located at center of dipole. Okay, so yes, if Earth having some magnetic dipole like this, then that magnetic dipole have some axis and equator. Yes, what is axis of magnetic dipole of Earth? It is the axis of dipole does not coincide with axis of rotation of Earth, but it is presently tilted by approximately 11.3 degree with respect to the Earth. So yes, here it is. It is axis of magnetic dipole. It is axis of magnetic dipole. Clear about this? Okay? Yes, this axis of magnetic, hypothetical magnetic dipole does not coincide with axis of rotation. It is tilted by 11.3. It is tilted by 11.3 degree. Clear about this? So yes, if I want to assume magnet of Earth, then I can assume like this. Clear about this? Yes or no? Yes. If we place a magnetic needle if we place a magnetic needle which is free to suspend in horizontal plane, then we know that always one tip is pointed towards north and one tip is always pointed towards south, but not in geographical north or geographical south. It is always aligned along this axis. It is always aligned along this axis, on axis of magnetic dipole. So yes, whenever you have one magnetic needle, that magnetic needle free to move, suspended free to move in horizontal plane, it rotates and it will align in the direction of magnetic field of Earth, in the direction of magnetic field of the Earth. And yes, as it is axis of magnetic dipole of Earth, that needle will align in this direction. So if I am taking one needle, that needle will align like this. Okay? Yes, as it is one tip that is pointing towards north and it is pointing towards south. So yes, this point is called NM. That is magnetic north. And it is called magnetic south. And it is called magnetic south. Clear about this? One thing, make it clear. Geographical north, geographical south, you know. This magnetic north and magnetic south, they are named based on magnetic needle. Alignment of magnetic needle. Clear about this? Yes. Remember one point, that magnetic field lines of Earth that leaves from South Pole and enters in North Pole. How? See, magnetic field lines leaves from South Pole and yes, it enters in North Pole like this, and it enters in North Pole. Clear about this? Magnetic field lines of Earth like this. Okay, so yes, you may ask, sir, there is some confusion confusion. We have discussed a magnetic field lines always emerges from North Pole and enters in South Pole. Here, yes. Magnet of Earth is in opposite direction. So here, if it is magnet of Earth, I can say it is North Pole, and here it is stays South Pole. It is magnet of Earth. So North Pole coming outside, and it is entering in South Pole. Clear about this? Clear about this? Yes. You have to remember this point: geographical south, magnetic south. Geographical north, magnetic north. Okay, yes, this magnetic north and magnetic south, they are based on this alignment of needle. They are based on this alignment of needle. Okay, it is imaginary magnetic needle. It is imaginary magnetic needle. It is imaginary magnetic needle. Clear about this? Okay, so now with respect to this Earth's magnetism, we have to discuss 3 points which are called magnetic elements of Earth. These 3 are called magnetic elements of Earth. First is magnetic declination. Magnetic declination. What is magnetic declination? Second is deep angle, and third one is BH, that is horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. Now the next and most important topic is magnetic declination, deep angle, and BH, that is horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. That we will explain, we will discuss in next lecture.